Welcome to Elizabeth Plants. I'm Elizabeth, and in this video you are seeing my second herb box unboxing from Houseplant box subscriptions. The last box you saw kind of went poorly with the lettuce. I'll link that below or in the cards depending on what I remember. But this one went pretty well. However, I was not feeling very good that day, so I didn't record any audio, just the video of me unboxing the box. So this video is going to be a little bit differently. I'm going to voice over kind of what was going through my head and what was going on while you watch the pre-recorded video. Enjoy.
All right, so what you're seeing here is a small box, kind of like last week. Got the tape and the labeling and these little like aeration slits in the two sides, which I thought was very, very interesting. But I am jumping right into it. I am not really sure what to expect at this point, but I'm excited because last week was a vegetable, so maybe this week will be an herb. It's packaged pretty similarly to last week with the second wrapping of paper. It really seems like they're trying to improve their packaging, which I appreciate. Of course, Simba has to make his appearance. What kind of video would it be without a kitty cat? So you can see from the top a little bit of what it is, and also I saw the label form. So it is a rosemary, and it's really heavy, which I don't indicate in the video, but it's really heavy, which means it's pretty moist. The tag says rosemary, as you could see there. The plastic container also says rosemary. It actually looked really, really healthy when it arrived. It looks really good. It's a good size. It's a pretty huge container for the size of the plant and for how wet it is. So I'm a little worried about root rot, but kind of a note from the future, it did not have root rot. It's doing fine. But it looks pretty good. I was worried about root rot and maybe some insects, especially since we had caterpillars in our lettuce last week, but perhaps the holes in the box helped with that. I'm not too sure. Otherwise, the rosemary looks really healthy. No roots coming out the bottom. I'm eager to break into the pot to see exactly how it goes.
So that was my really brief, super quick unboxing. I knew since last month's herb box didn't go super well, you guys would want to see the second, but I really wasn't in the mood and it needed to be unboxed the day it arrived. But it ended up working out really well. The rosemary's been super healthy, and I had it for about a week since I filmed that clip from me recording this clip. It's really healthy. I've already used it in cooking. It's doing really well. I haven't had to water it, obviously, because of how soaked it was. And it's not like a super well draining soil, which I know for herbs versus like my rare philodendron, it's a little different. But there's always that worry about root rot. So it showed up in pretty good shape. I'm pretty impressed. I think last week was just a fluke. The caterpillars on the lettuce, I'm sure caterpillars are more drawn to lettuce than they are rosemary. But still, I was a little bit worried. Good experience. I'm going to continue getting the herb box for a little bit because I'm just curious. And I can always use some fresh herbs for cooking and for making drinks. We use the rosemary in a chicken dish. However, I love rosemary in mixed drinks, so I'll probably make a mixed drink at some point. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about these voiceover videos. This was my first one and it's a little weird and awkward, but sometimes I just don't feel like filming when my plants arrive, and especially the subscription boxes. I don't get to pick when they arrive. They just arrive at some point during the month. And I usually get an email, but like I still don't get to control it. So let me know what you thought of that. If you thought it was weird, if you're open to seeing it again. And then subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Only about 20% of you are subscribers. That's crazy. That means 80% of you, 8 out of 10 people don't click subscribe. If you're here watching this video and you're to this point, you probably like the content or you love watching me burn. Either way, you're going to want to subscribe to see the next one, right? So subscribe if you like these videos. Click the bell if you want to be notified when I post, and I will see you next time.